Hey everybody, I've come across this, right, from I think it's 10 months ago, and it's Ocean Gate, the Titan submarine, and they're having a little look around it. So I've been watching this, and it's only a couple of minutes long, and I'm like, well, you'll see it, okay? The rumour about it's powered by an Xbox controller is not a joke, it is real. You could not make this shit up, folks. So let's have a little look at the Titan.
Carbon fiber and titanium sub that can go to the depths of the Titanic. Hi, my name is Stockton Rush. I'm the CEO and founder of Ocean Gate. Let's take a look at Titan.
Look how small it is.
So we're coming into the sub. This is the only toilet available on a deep diving submersible. Best seat in the house. You can look out the viewport. We put a privacy screen in, turn up the music, and it's very popular. We have our control screen here, our sonar screen here, and we can put any image we want in the back. We've taken a
So, did you see the size of that? Did you see? Look how small it is. Here we go. Here's the controller. Watch this.
completely new approach to the sub design, and it's all run with this game controller and these touch screens. So if you want to go forward, you press forward. If you want to go back, you go back. Turn left, turn right, go down, go up. And it's Bluetooth, so I can hand it to anybody. And
This is a joke, right? This is a joke. Bluetooth. Does Bluetooth work under 2.5 miles under the ocean? Anyone know this? Is this a fucking joke?
it's meant for a 16-year-old to throw it around, and super durable. We keep a couple of spares on board just in case. This is the second year we've been out to the Titanic. We went out in five 8-day missions. We did about 10 dives to the wreck site of the Titanic, and we did an extra dive on an undiscovered reef that we found. Completely privately funded operation, and we're funded by we call mission specialists who help support the mission. So they take quite a bit of money to come and join us. Years ago, the Russians took tourists out to the Titanic, and it was just sort of a look and see thing. We really are focusing on the science around it. We want to document.
I'll bet that the Russians actually did it properly and used proper, submarines and actually used proper military people to do it. But they've got a new approach. Let's hear more about the new approach.
What the wreck is like now, and also try to predict what it'll be like in the future. It's continuing to decay, and it seems to be accelerating. It's being eaten by a bacteria, so it's literally being eaten by the ocean. It's not rusting away. So these things that are called rusticles are actually the byproduct of a bacteria that eats the iron. And as it does that, these decks are collapsing. The promenade deck continues to collapse forward. We saw some of the railing is starting to lose its structural strength, which is really...
So basically what he's doing here is a little sales pitch. You need to come and see it quickly before the ocean eats it. Now, it's been down there 100 years plus, so I don't think it's going to be gone anytime soon. But you can hear that the way that he's pushing this sales pitch. Spend $250,000. Come and see it before it gets eaten alive, but we can't guarantee you're ever going to get back up. Let's continue.
a sad thing. That's when it's going to stop looking like the Titanic. The interest in the Titanic is the reason we go there, because people are willing to fund this kind of exploration and science, and that gives a completely different research component that almost nowhere else in the deep ocean can you get funding to go back every year for decades and see how coral reefs develop and see how...
So basically his funding is private people, billionaires with too much money, and more money than sense, basically, that are funding this. Basically, it's like, well, we're unique, we can just fund it. Private funding. The thing is, if it's private funding, who's checking this? Who's checking this equipment out? I'm guessing there is no third party that's checking that this actually works, because surely an Xbox controller, and we took a couple of spare ones in, and it works on Bluetooth. Like, really?
how metals decay and see how currents change. I mean, that just, you can't justify that. No government will pay for that. Nobody wants to go back to just some old reef, but people do want to go back to the Titanic. And that's why we go, is because people want to go.
No, because you make money from it. So there we go. It's pretty speechless there. So that's a video that I came across today. But there is a couple of more, I think, so I'll keep looking for them. This story, it's as you know, I did mention this before in my live stream. I find it really bizarre. Um, the whole thing is just strange. You know, an Xbox controller controlling by Bluetooth this. Well, I wouldn't even call it a submarine. It's made of like tin and fiber. It's not even. You imagine a submarine, don't you? You imagine this submarine, you know, in your head. That's how you imagine it. Anyway, just wanted to show you this because there's the proof. There is the proof that it's not just a rumor. It is powered by an Xbox controller. There you go. Let me know what your thoughts are. If this, I hope they're found. But I have suspicion that they're not going to be, and I think there's a lot more to this story that we're not being told. Anyway, what do you think? Let me know. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.